Okay, so we're going to start to integrate some time for meditation, and we're going to use pranayama as our focal point for our meditation. So we're getting both pranayama and meditation done at the same time. We're going to focus on our diaphragmatic breath, which is the breath that we really should be using on a daily basis. However, we're not always conscious of that, and it's not a habitual pattern that we've instilled in our body. So we're going to create a habit of diaphragmatic breath and use that as our focal point for meditation, to sit with that steady focus, which is one of the benefits of meditation, is focus. So to begin, you're going to want to set up your space. So creating a nice comfortable seat. I like to use a meditation cushion. If you have a pillow at home, blocks, bolster, anything will do. And what we want to look for is propping the hips up. So when we sit, especially if we're tight, the knees might be high, and that causes the back to round. So it kind of looks like this if we're really tight. So by utilizing the prop, allows the hips to come a little higher, letting the knees rest down in a more relaxed position. It allows our spine to grow long. So if you can do that just on the ground, that's great. Otherwise, a prop can really make a big difference. So once we find that seat, and of course you could be on a chair, you could be in a kneeling position, anything that suits you best. I like to practice in a cross-legged position. So we're going to find that nice seat. Allow the sit bones to ground down, the hands can rest on your lap, and the spine grows tall. There's a little tuck to the chin as we lengthen the back of the neck. And from here, you can close the eyes and start to turn inward, just connecting to natural breath. So simply observing the breath in and out naturally. We do want to invite the breath to move through the nose. And so just taking these first few breaths, really checking in where the breath is landing, how it feels, and how the body feels overall. Once we feel grounded and centered, we can start with our diaphragmatic breath. So I like to place one hand on the belly to begin. And as you inhale, you're going to think about filling the belly. So like a balloon, you're going to fill the belly. And then just exhale, let it go. So just filling the belly. And exhale, let it go. I want you to think about the sides of the belly as well. And even into the back body. So you might take the other hand to the back. So this whole lower section of our torso, we're going to fill up like a balloon. So front, sides, and back, fill up. And let it go. And then we just carry that up. So into the lower lungs or lower rib cage. So you can just wrap the hands around so you're feeling front, sides, and back. And then inhale, fill the belly, fill the low ribs. And let it go. Again, inhale, fill. And let it go. Okay, and then bring it up into the chest. All the way up, filling the full lung. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. You can always have one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Exhale. One more. Exhale. So belly, up, chest, and release. What we're looking for is to not breathe with the shoulders. So we're not taking a breath with the shoulders. Shoulders stay relaxed. And we're really thinking of the whole torso, whole spinal area, filling like a balloon, front, sides, and back, and then releasing. So this nice expansion with breath and release. And eventually it becomes really natural. We're not forcing anything, but we are inviting that breath to move down into the belly, into the pelvis. As we breathe, what happens is the diaphragm moves down, allows the pelvic floor muscles to relax, opens up, And as we exhale, everything springs back up, pelvic floor muscles tighten, and the diaphragm recoils towards the rib cage of the lungs. So we're just creating this expansive breath out and recoiling in. Okay. So once you've practiced that and you kind of feel like you have the rhythm, then we can go into our meditation. So once we get a feel for the practice, that's where we can add the meditation in that focal point. So we're not thinking about the process of the breath. We're simply observing and inviting with the intention of that 360 feeling in the body, meditating on that breath. So now that we know how to utilize our 360 breath or diaphragmatic breath, you can close the eyes, let the shoulders relax, let the jaw relax. And start to invite that 360 breath, diaphragmatic breath, into the body. Nice full breath in. And full breath out. So we're thinking about the breath just enough to do it, but we're not overthinking, judging, analyzing. More observation with that intention of the diaphragmatic breathing. You're going to keep the eyes closed. Stay focused on the breath. And at the beginning, you could set a timer for perhaps 1 minute and just see, can you stay focused? And if the mind starts to wander, it's okay. It's totally natural, totally normal. That is part of the practice. So every time the mind wanders, you come back to the intention, which is our 360 breath today. So bring it back to the intention. How does it feel? Is my belly expanding? My chest? Observing. Okay. Mind wanders, just bring it back. It's just this constant, gentle, bring it back, refocus. So again, at the beginning you can set it for 1 minute, see how that goes. 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, upwards to 10. But start with a few minutes to get the feel of it. And the whole time we're grounding down, sitting tall, staying with that 360 diaphragmatic breath, and just bringing our mind back to our intention, back to the focus on the breath. In and out through the nose. And allowing the rest of the body to relax and soften. Okay, so I'll invite you to set that timer for yourself. You choose to what extent. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer here for 2 minutes. So I welcome you to join me. Join me in these next 2 minutes if you like, but of course you can set your timer for however long you'd like. So find that seat, grow tall, close the eyes, and bring your focus to the breath. I'll call you back when it's time. putting your awareness, everything around you. You can blink the eyes open. I'm going to take a cleansing breath, big breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, let it go. Okay, so I invite you to bring this into your practice on a daily basis. Set some time aside, maybe at the beginning of your day or at the end of the day, and also journal what came up for you, the sensations. Did you find it hard to bring the mind back? Did it wander often? And again, it's just simply for observation, not judgment, and just to kind of track our journey and see how far we've come. Enjoy.